course, the first round of the NBA playoffs beginning later in the week. Evan, Scott are three officials. Birch swings it. Here's Bembry. Puts it on the deck. Drives on Brissett. Here's Malachi Flynn. Played well, didn't he? On Friday night, Jack?
Fabulous. He and Jalen Harris were terrific.
Gillespie went to Northern Iowa like Nick Nurse, coach there. Here's McDermott. And the shot does go. And as you mentioned, he can shoot. So no Jalen Harris. As we mentioned, he was spectacular on Friday night in his hometown. Ken Birch. And kind of throws it away. But then Johnson has it picked. And it's stolen away by Bembry. Back and forth they go. And Bembry throws it down. Turnover. And Sabonis. So both teams early on.
It was great spirit, great team identity. No quit whatsoever. They got down 19 and battled all the way back and had a chance to pull that game out. Sometimes it has to do with personnel and the talent level you have at your disposal that particular night. But you can tell whether the effort's there and the organization's there, and it has been.
On 42% from three this season, 4-point lead for Indiana. Nearly 6 minutes in to game 72. Here's Birch, and Birch in the paint. As I mentioned, he's
nice pass there.
Going to finish the season, having played the most games this season for the Raptors. As Bembry lays it up and through. Hockey assist. Here's LeVert behind the back and trying to back in on Flynn. Nice move by Karis LeVert. See people smiling.
Having, experiencing joy, watching basketball, being together as a family, having a few laughs. And that's what sports is supposed to do, right?
Organization that focuses on academic and leadership success. Now, they're going to use that money towards building a facility similar to MLSE Launchpad in Toronto.
Oh, that is great. That's outstanding. And great to have them there at Amalie Arena.
It's wonderful.
And Keelan Martin, who had 15 yesterday, a 38% three-point shooter. And then T.J. McConnell transferred to Arizona. And Baines with a corner three. This opening quarter, 10 of the 27.
If things hold up, Bembry will finish this season career best field goal percentage.
Bembry sends it to Baines, the three, and it's good.
Who is he?
Aaron Baines from downtown Barrie.
Kawhi will be in there someday.
Yeah. And you know what? DeMar DeRozan.
I was just going to say, his game has evolved beautifully.
Yeah. Sends it over to McConnell. Batase sets a screen, slips it. Here's McDermott.
What a great juice, the mojo they had. Raptors in a little zone here now.
Open three, and Martin delivers.
Again, more of a well-thought-out game plan offensively. And as these young guys get more playing time, they'll get better at that. Bench is given something. 12 points for Indiana's bench, 8 for Toronto.
Now 11 as Baines delivers all the way from Grand Prairie. I'm shocked, actually, because it's so early. Down low, Sampson. And Gillespie, a good job.
You got Gillespie, Birch, and Baines. You think any of those guys
versatility
have ever played the three spot?
Great spacing and three-point game. And Johnson, dribble, drive, kick.
Or they're bouncing around on their third team after the fact. So, there comes a point where
Brissett, the three, and it's good. Here's Baines. Baines, the three, doesn't go.
I found that
Holiday with a rebound.
Isn't it interesting? You got Birch getting an offensive rebound and throwing it out to Baines for a three.
And Sabonis with a slam dunk and a 9-point lead. Tremendous university, prestigious university, Vanderbilt in Nashville, Tennessee.
Well, thank you, Matt. I appreciate that. And thrilled for Brian, proud of him. So much switchability going on the perimeter. Maybe you're never going to be the greatest offensive player, but you can be employed and be one of the 15 on a roster, and you got to have a really good G League operation as well. And I think if you look at what the Raptors have accomplished on both of those fronts,
home runs.
I think Masai Ujiri, when he came over from Denver.
LeVert. I think we can all say that with respect to everything that you think back to March 9th of last year, playing that game in between that everyone is going through. Fred, you were open about the COVID, and just take us back to that time.
See nicks and bruises and stuff like that, and I don't think I missed a game before the team, got COVID, and I couldn't get right after that. I mean, it's just literally a day after day. Some of these pains and injuries that I've had are things I've never experienced before. So it's been tough on a lot of different levels to recover. Well, it's the same as always, right? I mean, Jack, you know this, like, yeah, it's easy to play in these kind of games right here. Okay, Gilly. And they both have the tools to do it, and it's just a matter of doing it. Come in, play defense, guard your guy, make open shots, and let your talent take over when it needs to. Your weeks, whatever weeks you need to build up to training camp.
Fred, you talk about the offseason. Obviously, Kyle Lowry's a free agent this summer.
What he believes he can be, and hopefully, he can take another big step next year because we're certainly going to need him.
Malachi Flynn with the 3-point short. He's made 3 here.
Fred, Matt Devlin wanted to sign a 10-day and be the 7th guy out there today.
That's true.
Hey, we'll take anybody at this point.
Great to see O'Shea playing so well for Indiana, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's fun to watch guys get an opportunity. Malachi's getting hot, medical, and whoever else, but I know he treats those players very well, and he's a winner. And O'Shea's pretty hot, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
They're out over there. But everybody claims they want to be winners and they care about winning until winning is very hard. The world is changing. Things are a little bit more sensitive, a little bit more PC, and you got to be careful with how you treat and how you deal with people and mental health and things like that. Left off next year, be like we never left. So we miss everybody dearly. I want everybody to continue to stay safe and stay healthy. And we'll see you guys soon.
Matt, Jack.
I'll use a word that unfortunately we don't hear as much anymore. Authentic. He's real, Matt. That some teams that do go somewhere and some that don't. And I think a lot of it has to do with the will of certain players on your team, particularly your lead guy. What's successful is you have that soul, you have that character. And the great Marv Levy has a tremendous line. Ability without character always loses. Keep an eye on the Van Vliet kid. I said, really? He said, that guy's going to be a ball player. He goes, that guy is a pro. Promoted this past summer. Congratulations to him.
Stanley Johnson, the 3 is good. And a 10-point game. And T.J. McConnell across the timeline sends it on the inside. And Bataze with the bucket.
Nick and the organization go like, hey, get away a little, take some time off, because
McDermott,
you could burn out a little bit. As much as you love the game.
Great insight from Fred. Get off the ball a little bit, right? Mm-hmm. Let it come to you.
Well, particularly when you got a really dogged defender like McConnell, front office or coaching staff to make on these guys. I wouldn't say it's a mulligan, but it's somewhere.
Malachi on the tape. Lottery for the first time in a while. Last time they were there was draft pick Jakob Poeltl, who of course was a part of the deal. Entry pass, Sabonis, and a great job by Craig Gillespie, but then staying with it.
Much time worrying about like junior hockey's trivia and facts and all that. Come up with a nickname for Fred Gillespie.
Well, I'm sure everybody's gonna. Gilly always works, right? That's Freddie G. 115-103 with 3:50 to go. Here's Sabonis. Didn't play yesterday against the Lakers, and from the elbow, so good. Sai saying we'll be number 1 again.
I like that.
And Sabonis backing in. So much respect for Nate Bjorkgren, and Adrian Griffin coming over to Nate Bjorkgren as well.